No, I'm gonna say my saying. And we are live. Welcome,
Yeah,
family,
yeah,
to another show. We got the BMT, the head honcho in the house. The
yeah, yeah.
HNIC of BMTs in the house, man. What's going on, brother? Wealth with Dell.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Wolf with Dell, aka the ugliest ninja in the group, aka
Bro, you be
Western
killing me
Union
with that,
Poppy.
bro. You be killing me with that, man. What's going on today, brother? How you feeling today, man? You just recently came off a trip, right?
Oh yeah, man. I just got back, man. It's cold. That joint sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's hey, but I'm back. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I just came back from the suit. I went and hung out in Miami a couple of days, and keeping it moving, brother.
Nice, nice. But so before we get in the show, man, I'm sure everybody heard you heard yesterday as well. Somebody posted in the group about the rapper Young Dolph, who I was a fan of. I like his music. Being murdered out there in I believe it's South Memphis or something like that. Memphis,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
outside of a cookie shop, man. And we want to
yeah.
just kind of go over that. I was going to do a whole entire show. Since we're doing this show, though, we'll kind of touch on that on why we feel like brothers need to go ahead and leave that hood, especially
Yeah,
when
man.
you become successful, man. I don't know all the details. I know he was beefing with another rapper and whatnot, but just what's your thoughts on that, man? Losing a bright another black man to street violence.
Man, it's tragic, bro. It's tragic that this continues to occur. It's tragic that our brothers feel like that's what it takes to keep up your street cred.
Mm-hmm.
And it's if you just look at the scenario, if you really just look at okay, you became this successful entertainer, right? Like you're no longer a street dude. You're an entertainer now, right? So it changes everything. You don't have to be in that environment, right? Every street dude who make you big, they have to watch their back all day, every day, But not on
Mm-hmm.
top of that, now you're a famous entertainer, So it's a lot coming at you, man. You
Mm-hmm.
are the top dog. You got more money than anybody slinging any drugs out there. And celebrities, especially in the rappers, they walk around with a ton of jewelry. Like, you at any given time, you got life changing money on you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to act accordingly, man. So it's sad because I really rock with Dolph. I like you. I always consider myself like a reformed street dude. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
but I still got envy. Right? I love that type of music, that type of grind, that energy. So man, it's tragic, man. And I just encourage brothers, and not even if you're a rapper, man. Once you really start to elevate, I moved out of Hampton. A lot of guys don't know. I went down. I'm from Detroit. I lived in the Hampton Roads area, Hampton,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia Beach and stuff. And I actually left that area. I was doing my thing. I bought an S500, and I left that area because of that. People would
Mm-hmm.
know me by the car. You know what I mean? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's Dale. That's my man with the S class. At that point, okay, I've outgrown the area. I can't be that guy. I don't want to be that guy because I
Mm-hmm.
become the target. And that's literally why I left the area. I moved to DC. I said, okay, more people making more moves out here. I just fit in. I don't want to be that guy standing out because you become the target, man.
Yeah, man, most definitely. And Detroit getting a lot of light right now because of the new BMF series.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
called you about it. I'm like, damn, was it like that in Detroit? Because we had no idea down south that Detroit was popping like that.
Yeah, man. Them BMF boys, shout out to BMF. They doing them things, man. Meeting them boys. So it's dope to see other people understand like the upbringing because a lot of people, when they look at BMF did it real
Mm-hmm.
big in Atlanta. So
Mm-hmm.
they're like, oh yeah, BMF was, Atlanta dudes and stuff. But no, they was Detroit dudes that
Mm-hmm.
came out that way, man. So it's cool to see them, share their story and everything. I don't know how the actual people feel about it, if they're being portrayed correctly and everything, but it's dope, man. Shine a little light on the city, man. How we
Mm-hmm.
move around, how we hustle, and I guess they say, it's not in the positive light, but I guess they say sometimes all publicity is good publicity, right? So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, man. It's just sad because, like I said, I was a fan of his music, man, and he went back to Memphis apparently to do like a turkey drive he do every year.
yeah,
So I think his enemies knew that he was going to be out there. Then he unfortunately posted a video saying, hey, go to this cookie shop, cookie store. It's his
yeah,
favorite cookie store. And I believe they were just sitting on him. And everybody knew about his
yeah,
car, his Lamborghini, camouflage Lamborghini, that, his cars are all bulletproof.
yeah,
So they had so much information. And I just don't understand, like, bro, when you in beefing like that, and the guys you beefing with are hidden with AKs and everything. They already had 2 other assassination attempts. Whether it's the same guys or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it just seems like I don't know why these guys, these rappers, and some of these street cats don't understand. Like, yo, bro, the bullets ain't got no name. They don't care who you are. They don't care how famous you are. You know,
Right.
some of these guys wake up envious, jealous, angry, or you knock down somebody's baby moms or whatever it was, bro. It's always money, women, egos, and it's just hard to escape that type of environment that really feeds off just pure evil. And I found that out a long, long time ago. Like back when I was 13, 14, a friend of mine got killed. I was like, oh, this ain't the move right here. It's even if you come up, it's just not the move because you're gonna get killed or you're gonna go to prison. Regardless, they're gonna get you.
So. Yeah, man, it's sad, man. Like I say, brothers, that street code, that street life, you get the opportunity to make it out. Like don't put one foot out, make it out. And ain't nothing wrong with that, as far as a lot of times I think it's like, oh, you a sucker, you lost your street cred because you ran. Look, bro, I'm not you no more, right? Nobody even know who you are. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, when they find out who did it, it's gonna be somebody you never heard of because they're not important. They used to talk about that. He'd be like, I shoot you, I'm you famous. You shoot me. You know what I mean? So you're nobody. You know what I mean? These dudes are nobodies, man, and it ain't worth risking your life for these dudes to get the opportunity to try to make themselves somebody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Another successful black man, another black man in general, man, passing away.
Yep.
That's that's difficult, man. But we just gotta keep it moving, man. It's like every time I like a rapper and I find out about him, like King Von and I think Jimmy Wapo, it's just like, damn, they'd be dead before they even really. Some die before they pop off, like Bankroll Fresh, and it's all just stupid street. And I'm like, these dudes rolling around with millions of dollars, man. Millions of dollars, bro. But that whole keep it real is just so important to their brand that I gotta be here, I gotta be on live while I'm on Instagram and show people I ain't scared.
Yeah.
And, it's just sad, man. Then we hear that overseas is dangerous. They rob people overseas. It's dangerous in America, man.
Yes, sir.
Look how dangerous it is in America, bro.
Yeah.
Like Americans are super violent. Like we violent. I mean, South America is violent. Overseas is definitely violent. It's a different type of poverty. It's less opportunities. I will say that for the most part. Most people leave their country to come to America for opportunities. That's why they don't understand why we being so much. We got so much a violent aura about America, but they don't know. That shit is difficult. But anyways, man, we're gonna go ahead and transition to the topic of the show, brother. You just left Sosua, man. How was it, man? What was the vibe out there in Sosua with all the vax cards and what was going on out there in the Sosua, brother?
Everything's actually still chill, man. They real relaxed out there as far as the vax cards and stuff, So it's still a good vibe. It hasn't changed anything. It hasn't, the beach, people still moving around, having a good time at the bars and the restaurant and on the beaches, and they ain't missed a beat, baby. They moving right along. Yes, sir.
Nice. And what is it? Is it crowded out there? Like, what's going on out there? Like, is it a lot of ladies still moving around, or is it a lot of fellas?
Yeah, it's still a lot of people moving around, man. I went after a big weekend. Halloween weekend is a big weekend. Shout out to Flip. As a matter of fact, happy birthday to Flip.
Happy birthday to Flip, bro. Happy birthday to
my man Flip. He does.
He mad at me right now, brother. That nigga mad at me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't come outside enough, but I'm like, bro,
you out here working.
Yeah, man, I'm living here, man. I slow down a little bit once you live here, bro. But he go hard, bro. Let's put it that way. My boy go hard.
Say Flip gonna be out there. Yeah.
And he gonna be out there with a bottle of goose every day.
Yeah.
Going in. But shout out to my dude Flip. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
man.
to you,
my
man.
Shout
out to Flip, man. Flip be doing his thing. He encouraged me, man. It's a lot. I do a lot of business over there, man. But whether he knows it or not, you're gonna have 10 people. You're gonna have 9 people that say, "Hey, you can't be successful here." It's a lot of negativity. But then you look at guys like Flip, and you be like, "You can be successful there, man." So, like I said, shout out to Flip, man. You're inspiring me to keep it moving, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, you just opened up a store there, right?
Yeah. So I got.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Applause.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So what
Yep.
kind of
So
store you
yeah.
got, man? And where is it? Shout your store out, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, La Galleria of Palo. We're a hair store there, man. So you got your ladies down there. Make sure you get your ladies' hair right. Make sure they're looking good. Hit that Western Union, send them pesos so they can be right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, indeed, man. It was a process, man. Everything done there is differently, so you got to dig into that process. And
Mhm.
but I encourage brothers to step into it, man, because there is opportunity there. There's
Mhm.
opportunity there, and I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, well, it's this or that, or this can
Mhm.
happen." And so far, you can do. Listen, man. Statistically, in the U.S., you're gonna fail. The odds of your business failing in the U.S. is very high. However,
Mhm.
overseas, the number one reason for failure in America is lack of capital. You run out of capital before you can be successful. Overseas, the things cost a lot less, so you have a greater chance at being successful. If you got a good product or service, only thing you need is promotion and time to be successful.
Mhm.
And what happens in the US with a lot of businesses, you just run out of the the capital to be able to keep going before you can
Mhm.
get enough people to know that, hey, you got great barbecue, right? Or man, this guy is the best car washing guy out here. The problem is you just run out of capital before you can get your name out there. And I feel like in overseas, your capital goes
Yeah.
further. So you do have that, man. But I will say uh
You
yeah.
said you see him in the building.
Yeah. Shout out to Flip, man. But yeah, no, it's a lot of opportunity over there, man. Now that's not to say everybody can be successful. It's still majority of people probably gonna fail, but that's business. That's
Mhm.
business in general. I just feel like it's a good opportunity there, especially if you can connect with people you can trust.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we will have the BMT shirts at your spot, right?
Yeah, here's a shout
Yeah,
out, man.
yeah.
You guys will be able to go right in the spot if you in town. Grab you some BMT merch, man, and represent, man. Run over there, see
Mhm.
your man Flip, rock that Paradise Life merch, man. We out here,
Mhm.
bro. Brothers out here doing things.
Yeah, man. The top travel brands in the game, man.
Yes, sir.
Paradise Life and BMT. It was funny, man, because we were all on the beach together, bro.
Yeah.
We had
Oh,
Paradise Life, BMO, and Black, of course, us BMT, Blackmen
yeah.
Travelers. We all partying. It was a luxury to be seen. Everybody smiling, having a good time, enjoying life,
Yeah.
bro. The
Uh,
only person we were missing was you, bro. We was like,
I
man, we
know.
can't get Cardell out of Sosua for nothing.
I had to hold down Flip spot, man. Make sure people was acting right out here. While I had to make sure they was holding it down, greeting the
Right.
customer. Oh man, they was holding it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro, for sure. So, like, what's the is class goes back open or no?
Not yet. And every time I go, it's gonna open in a week. It's gonna open next week. So that's just a trailing statement. Oh yeah, it's gonna be open in 2 weeks. So yeah, that joint ain't open yet. Right now, Playa Chiquita, the club in there is took over though. Until
Mm-hmm.
Classicos, and it's a nice vibe. It's a nice little vibe over there.
Mm-hmm.
I what I like about it is you got like the club area where it's jumping. You got VIP sections and all that, man. Shout out to Scorpio. He in the group. He just went up to Santo Domingo. It was his
Mm-hmm.
birthday. We did it up in the VIP, man. Had a good ass time. And from there, we'd actually you got the club area, and then you got like the casino area. So if you don't want to be congested, in that space, you just step right out to the casino area. All the ladies still there. It's just a more relaxed environment where you can, spit your rap or whatever.
Hey, man. Flip, happy birthday once again. I know he about to turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So tell us about the villa lifestyle out there, man. You still be out there in the villas, and what's going on with the villa lifestyle out there?
Man, I do a little bit of both. Yeah, the villas is still always a vibe, man. You
Mm-hmm.
got your thing, you got your own private pool. People they like to come have their fun and get in the pool, and it's it creates a good vacation. I think some brothers forget that. Hey, you just need to kick back a little bit, put your feet in the pool if you can't swim or something. You know what I mean? Have some, turn on the grill, barbecue, and
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the whole vibe. Sometimes they fellas get caught in just the ladies and stuff. And that should just be a little bit of icing on the cake, man. Come out there and relax, man. Your job beating you up, man. Your whatever you got going on back home beating you up. Your family begging you for money. You watching you watching trials on TV. You seeing our brothers get gunned down and then have to fight to prove that they got gunned down. It's a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot you go through as a black man. So you hit these places, man, and take that time to take that breather, man. I tell people all the time, like when I go out of the country, it's I haven't had any problems with the police. It feels like they're doing what they're supposed to do, which is kind of protect.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's really like PTSD, and I think brothers don't realize how deep it is. I'm like, if you're in the car and a Caprice or Chevy Impala or something get behind you, your heart start beating fast. That's trauma, bro. Just the sight of somebody, your heart is
Man,
beating, bro. That's trauma.
that's real. That's
So
real, bro.
yeah, so getting to these places, hanging out in Brazil and Africa, these places where you just release that trauma a little bit, man. There's some deep stuff.
You know what, man? You make a really valid point. So, Coach the clinician was out here, Seven. He's a clinical psychologist. We did an interview out here in Barra, Rio de
Mm-hmm.
Janeiro, and we had walked toward the river. I was just showing him around, and we walked past like I would say at least 15 Brazilian cops. And I said, man, you see how we just walked past them, but like no issues, no violence. Like we didn't feel it. I said, would you have done that in America? He was like, man, I would have walked further down
Across
2
the
more
street,
blocks before I crossed the street.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, and once that's trauma, man.
That's
and
trauma,
it's funny, man, because Atlanta police officers for the longest were known to be like not assholes. Like you had to be really committing a crime for them to really mess with you in Atlanta. But after a while, it just changed. Like now, Atlanta's like any other major city in America where they're real aggressive towards young black men more so than anybody. You know, and I got pulled over maybe a couple of, I think it was the year before last I got pulled over. Me and my cousin got pulled over. And luckily, my stepfather's a lieutenant out there. And when they called my name over the radio, he told the cop to let us go. The white cop pulled us over for no reason, bro. Like no reason at all. He was kind of ground, he was on us. He was on me for some reason. I wasn't even driving. And I'm like, okay, we starting this now, and this is what we're doing now. You know, we harassing black men in a black city. Like this is where we're going at now.
Right.
You know, and then he came to the car. Hey man, who do you know? Who do you know? I said, man, don't worry about who I know.
Yeah.
Just know I know him.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, thank you, sir. Have a good day. You know, but we should have to go through that, bro. We pay taxes. We should have to go through stuff like that, bro. And you're absolutely right, man. When you travel,
bro, it's
a healing process.
Yeah.
You know, we know, in most cases the women get you there, but once you get there, especially if you've been here for a while, you've been overseas for a while, and the women are kind of like you starting to settle on in. Or you've been overseas for a year or so. You're like, okay, the women, they here. You know, but man, there's just so much more to it. And it's a lot of things that you get to release. Like it's a lot of therapy going on when you're traveling and you're seeing new environments, you're seeing new things, you're feeling different, and you let a lot of that ancestral pain go. You know, pain that's been passed down to us for years. A lot of black people, believe it or not, bro, have been in the same, their ancestors have been in the same area for like 400 years.
Yeah.
you literally been the same little mileage, 4 or 5 miles away.
Yeah, sure. I know people who've been in the same Section 8 building for generations.
And then people try to wonder, like, they be like, when you come back to the States, man, I'm like, bro, I don't know. I come back to see my moms and my family. That 2-3 days, I'm back out. I'm back out, bro. And I see you travel on a regular, bro. Like I'll be like, damn, you Dell overseas again, Dell in Sosua again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got to move around, man. Like I say, there, I got my businesses and stuff going there, so I'm there a lot. And like I say, we just started back cruising. So I've been out, man. I've been in Mexico quite a bit. I'll be there quite a bit. Going on the cruise next week. So I'll be out, bro. I gotta go. Yeah,
man.
Oh, shout out to the BMT merch, man. Travel is cheaper than therapy. Pick up the merch, man.
For sure, bro. Yeah, man. The merch is doing good, man. BMT merch, travel, all that good stuff, bro.
Yeah,
it's doing good, man. It's doing good. So let's talk about the Facebook group, bro. You be going in the Facebook group. We both be going in. The Facebook group is always popping, but I want to touch on something you had said as far as the safety. We all know in Colombia, we all hear the news of Colombia. And sometimes when a guy might post a story or we might repost a story of a gentleman getting robbed or something like that, you will see a lot of comments of guys being like, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that.
Yeah.
And you made a statement, and I made a statement before, like, bro, sometimes it don't matter how smooth or smart you are. This is their country. They have the advantage point. And they work with people. Like they might work with your security. They might work with the police,
Yeah.
The best thing to do is to be low key as possible, but some guys don't get that. Explain what you were saying in that video.
Yeah, indeed, man. Like you said, you just gotta you have to always realize where you are. Like it's like I say, it's their country. And I think some of these guys maybe haven't traveled enough or speak with locals to realize that they know there's no like fully blending in. Like they know exactly. They can look at you. It's not about what you wear. It's not about anything. You guys can go and put on the same outfit, and they're gonna be like, "He's American," right? Like it's not. It's nothing you can put on and be like, "Oh, I blended in. They didn't see me," So you have to always keep that in mind. You got to move safe. Right now things are a little shady. I know brothers like to travel alone, but it's right now. I know you get reports from guys all the time. People DM me all the time. And what I don't really see a lot of is like, 2 and 3 guys getting robbed of drug, So I'm like, right now it's probably best roll with your mans, roll with 2 of your homeboys, because it's too much of an operation to try to drug 3 people, you know what I mean, or 2 people. It's too challenging, So you gotta realize, and then it's a dangerous place. I always say that people will often say, "Oh, I've been there. I didn't have no problems. I've been there 3 times this year." But that's cool. Aaron lived there. He didn't really have a lot of problems, but he's smart enough to know it's still dangerous. Atlanta's a dangerous place. I always tell people I'm from Detroit. I grew up there. And it's not that I haven't been shot. It's not because Detroit's not dangerous. It's only because I've been fortunate. So I'm like, don't downplay like, oh, I've been there 4 times. Ain't nothing happened to me. It's still a dangerous place, man. So you got to stay on your P's and Q's if you can. Travel with a crew, man, and get with somebody who's around there. If you're going to Colombia, they need to talk to you because obviously you've been able to navigate it without having a lot of issues.
Yeah, most definitely, man. The crazy part about Colombia is I would be in the exact same areas these guys were in. And then I hear the next morning somebody got, robbed, drugged, and murdered or died or something like that. The next day I'd be like, damn, we was just, I called my homeboy like, bro, we was in the same area. Yeah. But like you say, these BMT shirts is powerful, man. When we go out, you got 6-7 dudes with the same shirts on. Right. People are going to be way less likely. And then you see me talking to one of the police officers. You see me talking to the owner of the club or the bar and the DJ. They're going to put 2 and 2 together and say, okay, these guys are like some type of travel group. Some people will be like, oh, I've been asking y'all, what y'all mob or something? Like, what's going on? I'm like, no, we just a travel group, bro. But if you mess with us, we can't mob out on you, right?
Yeah.
So
that's real, man.
When they see that, it just be like, just put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, we're going to leave. Even if you wear the shirt one time and we all link up that one night, they'll still remember the face and be like, okay, that's BMT. This is one of the BMT guys.
Yeah. That unity it's a powerful tool, man. That's what we've been fighting for here in the U.S. to try to get people to unite. But overseas, like you say, they see that. They know somebody got your back. Like, oh, these dudes, he's not just solo. People out there got your back, man. So get the merch. It means a lot. Even though it's cool, we represent the brand. The merch had an opportunity. It might save you. It might save you from some situations because they know that this guy's not alone. He got people over here that care about him, And that's why I always tell people in the group, guys sometimes be like, man, why you didn't approve this or approve that? And I'm like, it's went beyond just a group of guys to me. Like, they like family. So we're going to do whatever we can to try to protect in any manner, man. And the shirts make a big difference because it shows you got somebody that care about you. You got people who rock with you. You got people overseas. You're not completely alone out there.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And we make sure that we validate everybody in the group, man, before we start the post, because it's important. Because even if it's like a little party you promoting or your own little company, we got to call you, talk to you for a minute, check you out, man, because there's so many scammers out here, bro.
Yeah,
so many scammers, especially with the tour guys. Hey, I do tours, bro. Who are you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know who you are.
We're not gonna just, because it's a safe place. When people see it posted in the group, they feel like, okay, this might be cool, So we got to do a little bit of due diligence and see, all right, who is this guy, before we send them out. And a lot of times we get some reviews from some brothers that use them and they vouch for them, so we know, okay, this dude's official, man. Another quick tip though that I thought about, usually like in Colombia or probably anywhere in the world, one question that they're gonna ask you fellas is when you're leaving, right? And it seems like just general conversation, how long you're here for. But that is often sometimes sizing you up because they like to have stuff happen to you right before you leave, because then you don't have any time to work on any recourse. So
Mm-hmm.
never tell them when you're leaving, or tell them some absurd date. Like I'm leaving in a month, right? That means that you probably don't want to mess with me, because if you do, I'm here to figure out who you are and what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first lesson I learned. I think it had to be my first day in Sosua. You know, I looked up and I met some good dudes, and they was like, "Yo, bro, don't ever tell a woman when you leaving, but they'll try to
Yeah.
set you up on that very last day, and you'll be so busy trying to get back home, you know, she don't have to worry about you looking for her, basically."
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
you're
Right.
absolutely right, man. You're
Yep.
absolutely
So
right.
yeah, don't always say some long time. I don't even know. I might move here. I only got a one way. I only got a one way. You know what I mean? Like I'm here, or just tell them
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for another 2-3 weeks. You know.
Yeah,
And shout
and
out to
think,
Delano, man. He said every time he traveled, he don't have no problems, man. You know, going
mm-hmm,
back to the issues we have, you know, with the cops here in the U.S.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, most definitely, man. Shout out to Delano. You know what, man? It's so funny. Uh, you know, we talk about safety issues, overseas, and like you said, we all come from any cities. But the best thing to do, man, is don't get too inebriated, don't get too drunk, so you can always kind of be aware. Like, and I see a lot of guys, especially in Pacayers, even not seeing in Sosua, but definitely in Colombia, where guys just be stumbling, and I'll be like, bro, you are a walking target, and everybody's looking at you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, everybody is watching. I think one time, like if you say if you and your homeboy get separated, right, and you looking for your homeboy, somebody come out, hey, looking for your homeboy, he went that way.
Mm-hmm.
People are always watching.
Yep.
So especially if you
That's a
solo,
big.
extremely if you solo,
Yeah, yeah.
do
Don't
not
don't
get too
don't
drunk,
go
bro.
overboard, man. And even with this, like the drugs, I know some dudes like to get over there and do drugs. You gotta remember, these people don't have nothing, man. So if they can
Mm-hmm.
whip up something from they found at the grocery store to try to get some money off you, you got to be careful ingesting just anything in your system, man, because some of it might be the right drug, some of it might not. I mean, I know people in the U.S. that used to chop up all type of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, this ain't even what they thought it was, huh? Yeah, well, he gonna buy
Mm-hmm.
it. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, be careful with the drugs, man, and you know, inebriated. I mean, I was just telling my boy about the time I went to Miami and I got roofied from the owner of this club. You know, that
By
joint
the
was,
owner?
yeah, yes, it was crazy. That joint was crazy, bro. And I was like, man, if this ever happened to me, because I didn't really know what was going on, bro. I didn't remember hardly much that happened that night. I was laid out on the sidewalk in South Beach, bro. At one point, I sat on the curb, put my arm around a fire hydrant like it was my buddy. I sat there for like 45 minutes, bro, with my arm around the fire hydrant. That joint's crazy, bro. So, you don't want to get drugged out there, man. So, yeah, be careful.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Like I say, the streets are constantly watching. I want to address something in the chat real quick, man. Somebody keep asking, trying to be funny, why they air leave Colombia, bro. My plan was always to be 6 months in Brazil, 6 months in Colombia. I just stayed in Colombia for so long because I was having so much fun. It wasn't because there's any safety issues per se with me, because I had no issues in Colombia whatsoever. I was being in Colombia to 4, 5 in the morning, out and about partying with friends, handling business, throwing parties. So, you
Mm.
know, I was just moving around. So just to let the haters know, the plan was always to come down here to Brazil and Rio, man. Rio, it's a beautiful city. It's a lot to do. The beach culture is great out here. I will say it's a little safer than Colombia. The police, they some headhunters out here, so they don't play. You can't rob somebody, get out the same day like you can in Colombia, so it's a little bit more safe out here.
Yeah.
But I will be back in Colombia, beginning of next year. So yeah, man, I just want to put that out there. Let me catch a super chat, man. We'll get to the crux of the show. Shout out to Terrence Velasquez for the $5 super chat. He said, "Ask Nathaniel will recommend getting a passport now." Oh, Ask Nathaniel. I don't know if
Nah,
you know who Ask Nathaniel is. You know who that
yeah,
cat is?
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's everybody's trying to kind of copy the movement now. But you know what the funny thing is about Dale? When I was going on panels at first, right? Because I started traveling really. I mean, I traveled outside the country like back in the day. I really don't count Jamaica too tough. I was with my girl. That's a different type of trip.
yeah.
But when I first started back traveling in 2017 down here to Rio, shout out to rest in peace to Charles Tyler. He helped change my life. And when I came back to the States, I was telling guys on YouTube in different panels, I was like, hey, bro, maybe we should get our passports and travel a little bit, open up our options. Bro, I was cursed off of panels, bro. Oh, I'm trying to run. You know what I'm saying? You a coward. I'm like, I'm a coward for wanting to travel the world. Like, how does this make sense? You want to lead the black community. You want to take resources of the black community. All this. You should be trying to invest in the children and raise stepkids. I've heard it all, bro. Heard it all. Ran off panels, kicked off panels. And I said, you know what? Now those same YouTubers, those same exact YouTubers are talking about get your passport and travel.
Yeah.
Because they kind of, I ain't gonna say they gave up, but they kind of see that, okay, it ain't too much on the horizon in America right now. Maybe I should expand my options and travel the world.
Yeah, man. It's a powerful tool, man. Like travel overall is healing overall, man. Like I've done a little bit of, research and study about it, man. And it shows, first off, they say when you travel outside of your area, it starts to ignite things in your brain because that mundane, go to work, go home, I know where this is. And you have to start thinking a little bit more. Okay, I'm not familiar with the language they're speaking. I want to buy some potato chips, but I don't know how to ask them for it. Like all these things start to spark your brain and help you build and help you stay sharp, man. They also, I think, I want to say American Heart Association, they actually correlated, because it relieves stress. So they actually correlated it to helping you live longer, especially with men. Men have a lot of heart attacks. I think they still say statistically the majority of heart attacks are on Monday when people go back to work. So that's it helps relieve it, man. You got to get out there and get about it. It just helps you grow. You look at things differently. I just brought my boy. I took him over there for the first time, and me, I like to get into the slums of the areas, man, and really dig into the struggles of the country, man. And it blew his mind because he was like, I've never seen people this poor. That's what encouraged me. Y'all see me do a lot of charity work. That's why, because I'm from Detroit, and in my mind, this is the worst place in the country. I grew up in a poor city, and when I got over there and got into the neighborhoods, I was like, I had never seen poor all my life. I thought, oh man, this is a poor place, bruh. You ain't seen poor.
Nah, it's definitely a different struggle.
Yeah,
overseas, man. Definitely. Yeah. You look at your struggle like, damn, we just didn't have name brand clothes.
Exactly.
We might have some government cheese, but we had a roof without no leaks. Exactly. We had heat.
Yeah.
We had running water. You didn't have to take cold showers. Like, yeah, most definitely.
It's rough, man. So yeah, that's what inspired me to get on my philanthropy journey. But get out, brothers. Gotta get out and move, man.
Yeah, and let's not talk about the opportunities and advantages you have with the American dollar. I'm trying to pull up something right now, but I can't find it. Let's see here if I can. No, that's some crypto. But all I wanted to say was, man, like right now the American dollar is killing it, bro. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah,
it's like $5.50 in Brazil to $1. I think 3,600 mil in Colombia. Like right now, the American dollar is dominating in a world full of inflation. So in America, everything is inflated, everything is going up, but that same dollar is way more valuable overseas, bro. Like you can literally make 2,000 to 2,500. I recommend more, but you can make that overseas and survive with no issues, no problems, bro. And if you got some type of American credit, whatever system you want to use.
Yeah.
You can buy property. It's a lot of little ways you can do things to invest so you won't be just totally, invested in one system. And that's what you're doing out there currently in the DR, correct?
Indeed. Yeah. You know me, real estate's my thing, man. So anywhere on this ball, I'm interested in it, man. So the real estate opportunities out there are good. The returns are good. The Airbnb business is good. Dominican Republic attracts over 7 million tourists a year. It's growing. It's a growing place, man. They're investing in a lot of infrastructure development. So I'd say, take a look at the opportunities. Matter of fact, like I have, posts and stuff where people can work together, man. I'm real big on group economics. So you're interested in getting into it, make sure you join the Facebook group, lock in with us because we're looking to acquire property, man, and make moves and build generational wealth.
Yeah, man. We actually did a show about, some of the things you have to look for because there's it's not easy getting foreign real estate. There's a lot of scammers out there, like all over the world. One story I heard in particular was actually out here in Brazil. It was a white German guy. Of course, he spoke pretty good English, and he got screwed over tremendously out there in Italy. by the Italian mafia, by the mob,
Mm.
basically. Simply because when they found out that it was a German, they was like, "Oh, we're not gonna pay him." You know, he had a big real estate deal that fell through the war. He just took all his money that he was going to do. He had a lot of money invested in, kind of like a fix and flip in a building, basically. The mafia found out, okay, this guy's not Italian. He's not getting paid. You know, so it's worldwide. You definitely, he's like, yeah, I should have did more of, you know, due diligence and checking things out before I started to invest in Italy. You know, in properties in Italy, because you can get them for dirt cheap when you have the American dollar, of course, or the the American dollar went over there, got screwed. And we've heard plenty of stories of guys getting screwed when it comes to foreign real estate.
Yeah, indeed, man. Yeah, it's tough, man. Like I said, it's a lot of scammers. You got to do due diligence. You're gonna have to pay a little bit more money up front to try to cover your butt on the back. And what I mean by that, like all my like legal documents and stuff, it cost me twice as much. That's because I paid 2 different attorneys. Right. So, you know, the person tell you this what this is, then you give it to the attorney, and then he say, okay, this is what it is, and then I give it to another attorney. So yeah, you know, it costs more up front, but that's what you have to do to and something can still happen. You know, they can all be friends, you know, but you got to put up a little bit more up front to try to protect yourself in these environments and stuff. But in the long run, it's still a greater play. You know, I do a lot of real estate here in the US, you know. If you come to me right now, I'll sell you a building in DC, and you're gonna make maybe 5% on your money though. That's the going rate. You know, or you take maybe a little bit more risk. I'll show you how to get 20+% in Sosua. You know, so
right. So let me ask you this, man. You make a very good point. Just give me like an average multi-family home, maybe three bedroom home in DC right now. Decent neighborhood.
Yeah, so they got I mean, if you want a multi-family, all right, multi-family, say you got a 3 man, he said decent neighborhood. You got 3 unit the neighborhood, you know, you got 3 units in a neighborhood that's semi-decent. You're gonna be maybe a million.
Whoa. How much?
Maybe about $1 million.
$1 million for a damn, that much?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
They're buying like, you know, so like they have big row houses that they can convert into multi units. I mean, you can have a house that need a complete overhaul and you know, they'll buy it from you for $850,000, $900,000, and they need a complete overhaul. Yeah.
So give us like, what's the average price of a villa in Casa Linda or something? Decent little price.
3-bedroom villa in Casa Linda, you're gonna be $250 to $325. Yeah, that's something to Casa Linda. Agua Dulce is what I just put in the group. Their build quality is a little bit better. They got a nice little unique system there, so their rental rates are higher. I put one in the group, $350. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, nice villa. It produced about 20% a year ROI net. Yeah.
So have you been hearing about any like changes in Sosua? I know like maybe a couple of months ago they're talking about a big hotel chain coming down. Have you heard anything about that? You know, probably revamping Sosua, and some of the small business might not last. It's going to change the actual demographic of people going down there. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I'm hearing more and more about it. I mean, it's trivial because apparently they've been saying it for a long time.
They've been saying it for a long time.
Yeah. However, I think what's different now is there's some documents and paperwork starting to get floating around, right? So looking like something may really come down the handle. Like I say, you don't know. It's tough because they've been saying it for a really long time. But the current administration, the current president, he's all about cleaning up things. And he has a big interest in the North Coast. So, you know, it is possible it could finally move that way. So I tell brothers that, you know, if you're looking at something, real estate, you can't go wrong. Like people are going to come regardless, whatever they're coming for, you rent to, you know what I mean? So that don't change. But, you know, if you're looking at some type of business and it's a business that might be geared towards the single men, you know, you have to be cautious there, you know, or be able to switch it up to gear towards something else. I have my reservations on what will happen economically. It'll destroy the area. I think they need billions of dollars to ever make that place family friendly in infrastructure. You know, you start talking about families, you're talking about, nice bathrooms. You can barely find a nice bathroom in that area, right? You got
It's
a
very
ton
true.
happen with the infrastructure before you can say, hey, bring your spouse and 3 children down here. So, and I don't see that type of commitment, that, like I say, you're talking about billions of dollars it would take to really revamp that area. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll get some pushback on it. It's like I said, they've been talking about it for years, but however, at this point, there's supposedly some bills and some things getting drawn up that potentially may make this a little bit more legit than the previous, threats. Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Now, explain to us about the we were talking on the phone a couple of weeks ago, actually about last week sometime about the clubhouse joint. You want to do a rundown on the clubhouse?
Yeah. So we was just actually member in the group. It came with a cool idea, right? We might have these exclusive venues around the world where members will be able to attend. It will be exclusive to the members. Guys can't just walk in the street and go in there. So we want to structure something like that. Once guys started giving out, hey, what they want to see in it, I was like, this trying to turn to a full blown lounge, like,
Right.
Nice little clubhouse, nice little space, So we got to dig into it a little bit more. But we're looking to create a space where you can come and be like, I'm a member of BMT, right? Something exclusive where other people just can't come to. You can bring your little company with you there. We'll have company that'll be in there because they know, hey, these brothers here, they with BMT. They different than these other dudes out here on the street,
Right.
So
Exactly.
we want to create that, man, and a lot of other perks that'll come with it is, you'll get discounts at different restaurants and things, as well as we seek to get. We were talking earlier about, you get in trouble overseas. We'll seek to have, attorneys on retainer. So a lot of dope things that'll come with this membership, for these, clubhouses that we'll have around the country. So we got to dig into a little bit more, see, because like the things brothers name, we'd have to raise capital for that because brothers like, yeah, I need a pool table, I need a bar, I need a workspace. I want somebody was like a jacuzzi. These brothers wanted everything. So we want it to be a nice exclusive space, man. We know the community gonna support it. So once we get a little bit more details, we'll sit down, me and you, and really roll out something. And it'll be dope, man. I think it'll be dope to have a space that's for us, that's unique to our movement.
Yeah, man, it's much needed, bro. It is much needed, especially out here where I'm at, where everybody go to pretty much one little bar. The food's bad, the drinks are expensive. You know what I'm saying? It has like a weird crowd to it sometimes. But they play. Only reason people go is because of the football. You know what I'm saying? They do play. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go there tonight to watch the game. My Falcons playing the Patriots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we definitely need something that's exclusive, that's nice, that's upscale, that brothers would really enjoy, man. I think that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah,
we can do it in Medellin, we can do it in Rio, we can do it in Sosua.
We'll have it all over, man. Like I said, we'll start with big 3, man, and move from there, man. Then we start making our way to the motherland.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah,
we gotta do a trip, man. I got my man No Excuse out there, Rob. He's been putting a lot of light on Durban, South Africa. They got everything that we want. Got a beach, beautiful women, good service. It's not expensive. So, we might need to take a trip out there one day, man. Check it out.
Yeah, you got to put me on the PJ, man. I'm not with them 20-hour flights.
Oh, man, you know what? So I just, my neighbor is actually a pilot, right? And I was telling him, I was like, bro, because I looked into being a pilot at one point, and I was like, man, I just couldn't get over the flight time. I guess because I'm not in control of the plane.
Right.
I can't jump out of it with a parachute. I'd be like, man, I'd be a little on edge with the flights. And he was breaking down how safe it is. He's like, nah, man, it's safe. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. It's just, I'm like, what are we doing? What do you do in them long flights? He's like, well, I'm working, so it's different. I'm like, yeah, it's true. So yeah, man. And he's a brother too, man. It's just good to meet different. Oh yeah, it's a brother. So, young brother, 28 years old, already a pilot, bro.
Yeah, I met a guy some years ago. He was retired military. That was a pilot, and he was saying that it's a major shortage with pilots, man. He was like,
major.
So if you want to
get, it's going to be a shortage in the next 10 years.
Yeah, like if you want to get in the game, it's a good time. He's like, they're going to be paying premiums because they need pilots bad. At the same time, he said, yeah, you're going to have some shaky motherfucking flights. These new pilots. And them
he was explaining the pilots really, he said, man, the plane basically drives itself. Like the pilots get paid for emergencies, basically.
Yeah.
If an engine go out, they get paid to really, because it's on auto. Believe it or not, most of your flights we own, this is what's coming from him. He was telling me this because we just ate breakfast today. He was like, most of the time it's on autopilot.
Most of the time.
Yeah,
I think they take off and land it, and then that's
take
that.
off and land it. That's it.
Yeah.
So they in there chilling, bro.
Yeah.
So if we got any black men that that might want to do a career change, or they're young, they might be coming fresh out of college, man. Hey, 3 years you could be a pilot.
Exactly, man. Put
and
down
get
the drugs.
Man.
I'm a pilot. This for all my kids.
Oh yeah. And you'll be flying for free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But last thing, and we're gonna, close on out the show. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let's talk about the mobile app, man. What's going on with the mobile app?
Oh man, the app's gonna be dope, man. Like I said, we build it kind of in the beta phase. We interviewing a couple developers that can help us get it, man. We appreciate y'all patience with it. I know y'all ready to get into it, but it's gonna be dope, man. You're gonna have access to the legal system. You're gonna be able to book properties. You're gonna have the geotagging, be able to find people. It's just that it costs money. We need y'all support. We need y'all help, man. We see it with every other group of people, man. We got to work together to get to where we want to be, man. I see these Kickstarter campaigns for different companies, and people just give money because they like the idea. Beyond that, we got a real brotherhood, man. So we need y'all support. It's something that you guys will be able to use and leverage, but building apps is not cheap, man. We can build some crap for too.
Not real apps.
Yeah. You can build some crap for $2,000, but you want to really build something, man. You're gonna have to have to spend some real money. So that's what we want to develop. We know a lot of these guys in the group are successful brothers. We know y'all like nice stuff, and we don't want to just give you this cookie cutter foo app. We want it to be valuable. We want this to be something that you truly use and cherish. So when it rolls out, fellas, we need y'all support, man. You got to get in there. We're gonna need to raise some capital to get this thing off the ground. But once it's off the ground, it's going to be a real beneficial tool you'll be able to use. It's going to help you. It's going to protect you with safety. I know the brother traveling alone. You hit Columbia ground. You hit that geotagging. You see the other brothers there. You shoot them a message. Hey, what's up, brother? I'm here too. Y'all watching the game tonight. I just wanted to, that makes a big difference. That joint alone can make the difference in you getting robbed tonight. Because you're like, I went on the rap. I found 5 other brothers. We hit the bar and watched the game together. And
then we'll also have transportation on the app as well in like the final phase. So you'll be able to talk to English speaker drivers, drivers that are validated, that can come pick you up and take care of you, take you right to your home with no issues, man. And this is going to be our own platform. That's why I'm taking some time to develop, because it's a lot of things that's going to go into this mobile app. It's not like a cookie cutter app where you purchase it. No, we need everything about it, this app. I forgot the technical jargon for it, but we need to own this app 100%. So we don't need like no carbon copy or nothing like that. And it's going to be our own social network. So this is like our own little area. This is like our own little planet for black men, to be able to exclusively talk to one another without any outside influence. Because believe it or not, the WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, they're all shadowed or overlooked by other people. So that's why our group got taken down. It wasn't nothing serious, no nudity. They just say, hey, it's 8,000 black men talking about traveling and investing. Delete.
Boom.
Get them out of there. So when we get the mobile app, man, we will really be able to conversate. And people are asking in the chat, how we can contribute. We're going to start a Kickstarter campaign or Indiegogo campaign next week. Right now, we're doing a video for it to give you guys a visualization of all the features that the app will have. And then we're going to get we're going to raise the money and we're going to pay a developer. We got it down to about 3 developers we're talking to, but we're going to have those developers being, I wouldn't say not overlooked, but administered by your friend, right? Your guy who develops apps and everything. So it's going to be very professional, man. It's not going to be no type of janky stuff. We putting our brand, our name onto it. And we want black men to have their own platform. This could possibly be the only platform that's going to be fully black owned by black men and administered by black men.
Indeed. Yeah, it's going to be dope, man. It can
super dope.
It'll have the opportunity to save you, money, safety. It's major, man. It's major.
Oh, it's going to be many benefits because another thing I want to talk about as far as, we got 13,000 subscribers. We closed in on about 5,000 Facebook members. Then we work with a lot of other travel groups that we're cool with and we're associated with. We're going to take all these members. So our reach could be anywhere from, I would say, Dell, maybe 25,000 to 30,000, right? Now, just imagine if we take all these emails and members and we approach airline companies, we approach hotels, and we say, hey, man, we got this many members. We need discounts.
Yeah.
If you don't give us a discount, that's fine, but we'll go to the Hyatt or we'll go to the Marriott with this. You know, or we'll have specific Airbnbs that are Black owned as well in Colombia and Brazil and DR, because you got brothers that own like 48 Airbnbs in Medellin right now. Nobody even knows it. So we'll have different discounts. So the money that you would pay, because we will have a paywall up for the mobile app, it could be between $5 and $10 a month. But we're gonna have that app, the paywall up, to kind of keep all the haters out,
keep all the riffraff, all the foolishness,
keep all the riffraff out. But that money that you're paying into is going to be paying into a system that you will directly benefit of. So you will make that money back tenfold with the discounts that you receive from the group. You know, the group discounts that you receive overseas, as far as getting into certain clubs. I've already talked to many club owners in Medellin. They all down with it. Everybody's waiting on the app. Basically, we already have a large network of clubs, hotel owners, drivers. It's all putting it all together, and then making sure everything is correct. Meet all the technicals that the App Store requires, and we'll be in the game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So it takes some time. Yeah, we've been talking about this process for like probably over a year now. But man, we're not just going to hand over, crowdfund money to somebody that they run off with our bread. And we actually did develop somewhat of an app, but it just wasn't smooth. I think me and you played with it for about a week. It was like, nah, this is gonna cut it.
This not for our dudes, not for the bad and bougie.
yeah. We was like, nah, this ain't gonna cut it, man. Me and Dell, we was trying to message each other and send each other photos. We were like, did you get the photo? Nah, I didn't get the photo. I was like, man, we can't put this junky ass shit out, man.
Yeah.
So we doing it big, man. We're gonna go ahead and do it the right way. We're gonna raise the money within the group, guys. Be looking forward next week or two. We're going to have an Indiegogo campaign. You can contribute to it. Everybody that contributes to the app will be able to download the app for free. We try the app for free anyway. The social networking part of it is going to be free, but the features are going to cost. And we will have like somewhat of a small paywall up just to keep the riff out, like Dale mentioned before. But it's going to be life-changing app, man. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope because we really is going to be able to talk the way we want to talk and share photos the way we want to share photos. Because right now, man, Facebook, YouTube is rated G. It's rated PG-13.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it ain't even PG-13 at this point. The stuff I see that they out, I'm like, bro, this joint's just rated G.
Yeah. And we get like what we be getting flagged for, bro, be like.
That's what I'm saying. They be like, no, you can't say this. I be like, what? My man just said he like peanut butter over jelly, and they like, no, that's discrimination.
Anything like we constantly getting flagged, so we gotta, and people be wondering like, man, y'all don't approve posts, bro. We can't approve that. It'd be like 3 chicks having a threesome or something. I'd be like, bro, we can't approve this.
Now,
they are looking at us as a magnifier. It's called Blackmen Travels. That's a threat, bro. That's a threat to the social order of America, basically. Black men traveling the world, talking about money, business, and freedoms and liberties. And come on, man, they don't want to see that.
No, sir.
They don't want to see that. I believe they might have shadow banned the group anyway, because you'll see these other groups. Yeah, you see other groups. They got 100,000 members, but it's all mixed. And when you mix your group up, which is cool, don't get me wrong. You have travel groups with the women in them, but dudes be fronting, women be fronting. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get no business done like that. The most you can do is a group trip mainly. But we're really trying to build. This is like a real AMT is a real movement that we're building here, bro. And me and Dale, shout out to Rigo, shout out to Flip Flop, shout out to everybody, man, that's involved.
That's connected. Yeah.
We trying to really build something here, man, specifically for Black men, because we know the pressure that the Matrix puts on us, every day. And Black men, it's time for us to come up, bro. It's that time. With all this technology coming around, we're gonna be fools if we sit around still working 9 to 5s in 2050. When we have a mobile app and you have your online store in a mobile app and you're supported by 50,000 brothers. It don't have to be 1 million brothers with this app.
Yeah. Nope.
If you got 25,000 Black men working within this economy, these millionaires will be made hands down easy, bro.
All day.
Because believe it or not, the most important thing to every other culture of man is the economy.
Yeah.
The reason why they can do all these crazy divorces and women got jobs, paying all types of crazy money is because of the economy. They spend money. They spend money. They don't really think about saving money like we do. So these men, these other cultures, they know this. That's why they set up the whole system, child support, everything, to get the money into their hands of the spenders to keep the money flowing. The richest men in the world all own like clothing brands. You know what I'm saying? Women clothing brands at that. But you don't need millions of people to participate in your economy. You can literally have a small city within a mobile app. Buyers and sellers. And you'll become a multi-millionaire overnight on this platform, guaranteed. So, I didn't mean to go off on that rumble real quick, man, but I just had to put it in brother's ear because we've been talking about it for a long time. And we got to start supporting each other, especially in these crazy times with all this inflation. I just saw a video where everything is going up 5%, 6%, 28%. Them 9 to 5s, bro. Them 9 to 5s,
It's a wrap, man.
Yeah, they don't want to pay. They don't want the owners of these companies don't want to take less and have to pay you more to survive. So the pay rate is going to be the same, but everything is going up. So now you got to get 2 jobs. Now you got to get a side hustle. But what if you in an economy, right? What if you in this black male economy, this online Black Wall Street, and you say, you know what? I'm gonna create my own shirts, or I'm gonna create my own sneakers. I'm gonna create some of value for this online economy, and I got 25 to 50,000 black men that's going to support it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Now you've liberated yourself from the American financial system of having to work for different cultures of men. You don't have to go, be ridiculed while you're at work. You're miserable. Like Dell said earlier, most people have heart attacks on Mondays because they got to go back to work.
Yeah.
This system is changing, man. You got crypto, you got sales, you got Dell, you do futures and options, right? Right now you're doing that with Jarrell.
Oh, yeah. That's coming soon, fellas. We got something for you, baby. You trying to make some bread, you want to learn how to trade, we got something for you, man. Stay locked within like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and this guy he lives, sleep, and breathes trading, bro. Like we've been our WhatsApp, our private WhatsApp group, man. I'm not giving the WhatsApp out. That's for the ballers. That's for the the real ones right there. And we be in there, and that's how he be talking about. Somebody might put something, he be like, "No, that's not right."
Yeah. He live it, man. That's what you want. Somebody addicted to it, man. That's what you want. That's what you want to guide you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Well, bro, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. We definitely gonna keep chopping up. I'm gonna have you on the show again, bro. Any closing statements before we go?
That's it, man. Let's me, I'm all about the encouragement, man. Like, let's, this year closing out, man. You got a month and some change. Just make it happen, man. Think about inflation. Start paying attention to what's going on in society. And position yourself, because it's about to get real ugly out here, man. And you cannot focus on, my 9 to job does this, because as stuff go up, food's up like almost 20%. You cannot go to your employer and say, yo, everything costs me 20% more. Can I get a 20% raise? It's not going to happen. So, build together, man. Let's move. Stop being afraid to invest. Like, the day you say, I'm not going to spend this money, I'm going to save it, you already lost. So I want you guys to start Google inflation and understand what it is. People use these words and you're like, I don't really know. Go Google it so you can really get a grasp on what it's saying. It's saying that 10 grand that you're holding on to so tight, you kept it in the bank for a year. Essentially, at this point, it's worth 8. If inflation went up 20%, you're losing money. So you're going to lose regardless. You got to take that chance, man, and find something solid and, make some investments.
Most definitely. Shout out to Any Name. He says the first time I went to Sosua was in 1982.
Wow. Oh, man. Yeah.
Bro, who was like, bro, I wasn't even, I was born then, but I was like a baby then. I didn't even know how to walk in 1982.
No, it had to be rocking, bro. It had to be 10 pesos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all day long. 1982.
Let's go.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, yes, man. Sir. Well, once again, bro, appreciate you coming on the show, man. Peace.
And shout out to BMT, man. Let's get it.
Get that merch, fellas. Get that merch. Link in the description.